Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 2 PvP and another Battle of the Uploaders. This time I am fighting the TheDropOutDragon. Now this nerd, his YouTube channel, it tends to come and go. He has a bad habit of not uploading videos for periods of time, but he is a regular streamer and a member of the Nexus, just like myself. In fact, he is actually the one who started the Nexus. So, all in all, he is a pretty funny dude, and I had a really good time fighting against him. This is the first time we ever fought each other, and, you know, he was hyping it up, and it was a good time. It was a really good time. I, judging by the way he was talking, assumed, honestly, that he was kind of all talk, and I was kind of wrong with that, honestly. I was very impressed with his fighting skills. Right there, I didn't think that should have hit me, but whatever. Hitboxes, you know? So, overall though, throughout these fights, I used a variety of weapons, he used a variety of weapons, and, you know, that's a very good thing. I feel like these videos are a bit more entertaining when both people use a wide variety of weapons, and I thought that should have been a parry. And, you know, it's just a more entertaining thing to watch, in my opinion. Like, I have honestly watched these fights back 3 times now before even doing the commentary, and I like watching it. Not because it's, you know, me obsessing over, oh, I'm so good or anything like that. It's just, I feel like these were really good fights, and they are entertaining to watch. And, you know, while we were doing them, we were talking, and, you know, just having a good time, making jokes back and forth. Mostly him picking on me, making me feel bad about myself, but, you know. He is just joking. It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. So, anyway, with Dragon's YouTube channel, he uploads videos about weapons, actually, and he does it in a different way. Essentially what he does is he will start to record, and if he does not win his first fight, he will restart his recording. If he does win his first fight, he goes for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and just keeps recording. No real breaks on the recording train. No stopping. And all of those fights end up making it into the video, and that's how he really formats his videos. And it's a decent way of doing it. People seem to like it, and that's great and all, but honestly, I never heard of him on YouTube. I heard of him on Twitch. And his Twitch chat, I will say this, can be a bit weird at times. It can be very, very weird at times, but he's a good dude. He's really funny. For those who did not see the video about the Dark Souls 2 Help Hotline, I will include a link to that in this video right around now and have it in the description as well. And I highly recommend watching that because it's hilarious, and the voices he made for that video, they were just fantastic. They truly were just fantastic. And the fact that he never went out of character during that made it even better. And, you know, that takes a good bit of willpower to do, because I know I would never be able to do that. It wouldn't be a thing. And, you know, it's just the stuff like that that makes it very entertaining to be in his stream and to watch his videos. Other than that, I've been in call with him when I'm streaming, and he'll just burst out into song. Like, I didn't expect it the very first time he did it, and he just burst out into song, and I just didn't even know how to handle it. And it was a very interesting experience. Like, just the other day, I was streaming, and I was in a call with him. He went to take a smoke break, and when he got back, he started singing Sandstorm. Singing Sandstorm. I mean, come on. What makes you think to do that? I don't know, but it was hilarious. And he actually got my chat going with spamming the thing, and it was really funny. And, you know, it was late. It was like it was late. I'd been streaming for about 9 hours at that point, and maybe it wasn't as funny as I thought it was at the time, but it was still pretty damn funny. So overall, this guy is an awesome streamer, awesome uploader, really, really funny. Very lewd at times and very rude at times, but you got to keep in mind he's doing it just completely jokingly, and you know, it is what it is. And right now, he thinks that I'm completely messing with him because he's messaging me on Skype right now. Because for some reason, the video, when it first recorded, didn't render the audio properly. So I had to actually redo the commentary on this, which is what I'm doing right now, of course. Now, he doesn't realize this, and he thinks I'm messing with him, and I quote, "You're haunting me, I can hear it. You're trying to mess with me, I know it, I can feel it. Forget I will resist this." Very dramatic, very dramatic. The dramatic dragon. All in all, really, really fun person to fight against. Really fun person to just, you know, hang out with, talk with, and, you know, it is what it is. So, that pretty much sums up him. As far as the fights are concerned, I mentioned earlier we are doing the, you know, whole weapon switchy thing. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. I'm honestly very tired. I have not been able to sleep well recently. I don't know why, but I'm just bleh. So yeah, we're doing the whole weapon switch thing very frequently, and it makes it very entertaining to fight against, and it makes it harder to get used to the other person's playstyle. Now, with his playstyle, what I've noticed, he will do this one thing where he will just walk up really close to you, like he's going to attack, and then do nothing. And it gets in your head, man. It gets in your head. I don't know what it is about it. He'll just walk up close to you and walk away. For no reason, for no apparent reason. But it messes with you. It really does. And I didn't catch on to it, and I was like, finding you is so weird. Your playstyle is so awkward. And he was like, yeah, I know. It's really weird to just have someone walk up to you and do nothing. I mean, if you think about it, no one that I've ever fought does that. So it's very interesting to see a different kind of playstyle. Also, one thing, when he is streaming, 95% of the time he is actually streaming in the arena. So, as an arena fighter, he is used to dealing with some of these very cheesy tactics, and because of that, it's made him a very interesting player to fight. So he's got some unique things that he does, like walking up to the person and doing nothing, that really just throw you off. Another one of these is that he will, out of habit, sometimes go for punishing rolls and backstab you, but, you know, it's an out of habit thing. I do stuff like that all the time too. I mean, out of habit, I'll still try to roll backstab someone just like in Dark Souls 1. But it's not a thing anymore, so I can't exactly do that. You know, habits are something very interesting with this game and with these games in general. You never really would think that they'd carry over as much as they do or cause as big of a problem as they do in some cases. Like, you wouldn't think that back when you switched from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, you wouldn't think that trying to roll through an attack would be a bad idea. You wouldn't think that. That's just not the way it worked in Dark Souls 1, and not what you would think of for Dark Souls 2, how it would be, but that's how it is. And that's, you know, a bad habit, and I still haven't been able to get rid of that thing. It's so annoying. I don't get it, but, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this commentary either. Oh well. It is what it is. There are a few fights left. Let's see, how many fights do we have left? 1, 2, 3 fights left. That's another thing about these fights. They were all very, very long. We both were being fairly defensive, I would have to say. But that really dragged the fights out sometimes. I mean, we had one fight that I couldn't use, despite the fact he parried me twice, because it lasted 3 minutes. A 3-minute fight. I mean, that's not common. And we weren't healing or anything either. We were just... It's not as though we were being terribly defensive, it's just that we were both able to dodge our attacks very easily. Dodge each other's attacks very easily, that is. Right there you saw he had a chance to backstab me, and he didn't take it. I had a chance to backstab him, and I should have taken it. That's the way it goes. Anyway, I honestly don't know what else to say for this video. I don't really have anything else to say for it at all. I mean, I really did cover everything. So there is one fight left after this one. Is there any other little bit of stuff I want to talk about? No, not really. I could swear I had something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember it. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know. Alright, well, there is one fight left after this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely go check out Dragon's Twitch and YouTube channel. I'll have links to those in the description. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.